Hi, I'm Steve Adubato. Welcome to the Tisch WNET studio here in the heart of Lincoln Center. I want to welcome for the first time John Foley, the co-founder and CEO of a terrific operation I don't want to be promoting because we don't do that at PBS. It's called Peloton. I know Peloton because I ride Peloton just about every other day. Peloton is?
In my words?
Yeah, I'm not going to plug. Go ahead. What is Peloton?
It's a fitness platform. Fitness meets technology meets media. Interestingly, Steve, where we stream live instructor-led group fitness classes to your home. So we made the Peloton bike that allows you to consume instructor-led indoor cycling classes from home on the Peloton bike. So it's the best bike ever made, is what we say, and then a big a tablet computer, 4 times bigger than a traditional tablet. It's waterproof, so you can sweat all over it. As you know, Steve, you get pretty sweaty because you work pretty hard. But it's a coach, a world-class coach, instructing you through a 20, 30, 45-minute class around great music with a whole community of riders that support you and challenge you and motivate you. So it's called Peloton. It's here in New York City as well, and we're having fun.
Yeah, the classes come out of New York City. What's fascinating about this, and you're picking up from some other stuff you've seen on Peloton, but I will tell you, as someone who participates, right, what I'm fascinated by is the personalities of some of the Peloton coaches. They are all, it seems to me, not just high energy and great athletes, but they really know how to engage people, pull them out, motivate them. And there are live classes, and then there are on-demand classes. And some of the live classes I've been in, I don't even want to say what my name is because they see your name on a computer without going into any more detail. I've been called out.
Oh, yeah.
I've been called out like, hey, so-and-so, get moving. You have to pick it up. That's part of it.
That's right. That's right. So it's interesting new interactive media, in a sense, where, to your point, Steve, the instructor will look in the camera, break the fourth wall and say, Steve A. in Short Hills, this is your 100th ride, you're going to carry us up the hill,
right,
and actually look you in the eye effectively, in media terms, breaking the fourth wall. So it's like performance theater. You are part of the experience. You're not just consuming the content, you are part of the content. So it's really immersive, and in our world, there's nothing like it.
Where the heck did you come up with this idea?
So my wife and I have young children, and when we're in your 20s and 30s, you have the time to get to the gym, you have your time to go to SoulCycle or Flywheel or Bears Boot Camp or yoga or all this stuff that we used to love, fitness, and we were very in the category, and we do this with our friends. As soon as you have children, it's harder and harder to get to the gym. Your mornings are about their programs, getting to them to school, all that stuff. So a lot of times for a lot of people, your fitness routine is the first thing to go. So I said, I still want that great class. I still want the instructor. I want the community. I want the motivation, the competition, all that stuff. But I didn't have the time to premeditate my workouts and go for, spend 15 minutes getting there, 45 minutes working out, coming home. Because now in the mornings, it's about my children. But so I was a technologist. I worked for Barry Diller for about 15 years. So I knew a little bit about technology and certainly leadership. So I said, could you build a technology-enabled platform that would allow you to consume that content from the convenience of your own home on your schedule? So it's the great classes, the best instructors in the world. And, as you know, Steve, it's a great value. It's $39 for unlimited classes for the whole month.
It's so interesting. And by the way, if you are the kind of person that doesn't want, listen, you can do on demand, and that's great. And I'm not going to plug anymore. But I will say this. If you're not the kind of person in a live class who is prepared to be challenged, it's not for you.
Yeah, that said, we have people of all walks of life who are hardcore athletes and outdoor cyclists like yourself, Steve. But if you're also intimidated by the category of indoor cycling or this boutique, someone shouting at you, going to the actual studio and getting shouted at might be intimidating for you. To do it from your privacy, your own home, it's kind of your terms. And, it's a little less intimidating. You're still getting the motivation, but it's at your terms, and you're not going to be humiliated or embarrassed in front of a bunch of other people.
Where'd you find the instructors? Because I am struck by who they are and how they, by the way, go on Peloton, check out these folks. They're not actors and actresses. They're athletes.
For sure,
world-class athletes in some cases.
But you're right. They're also performers, right? So they're entertainers. They're athletes. They're the right nexus of entertaining, challenging, motivating. There's a little bit of psychotherapy taking place. There's a lot of stuff that these people, coach you through for 45 minutes when they're yelling at you and getting in your head and in your home.
Some of them sing.
They sing, sometimes
great music.
Sometimes they curse, but they
How dare they? Yes, can I say who curses the most?
Yes.
Robin.
That's probably true.
That was the first time I saw Robin, I go, Can you do that? You can't do it on PBS, but you can do it here.
Yeah. So we actually will say explicit. Now, some of them are sweet as peaches. You know, Hannah came from rural Oregon, and she plays country music, and she doesn't curse as much. And
That is true.
Christine doesn't curse as much, but you're right, Robin. Sometimes Alex.
I didn't say I was offended.
Yeah, exactly. You're a New Yorker. I'm sure
fine.
you're not.
Fine.
Not
Jersey, it's even worse.
Jersey, not easily offended.
But real quick, can you talk about the charitable initiatives?
For sure. So we do a lot of charitable rides. Hannah, for one, is pioneering some cool stuff. One of the things that I'm most excited about, Steve, is we're starting to put together a program where we're giving our refurbished bikes to low-income housing, so that you have these high-end buildings like Walker Tower downtown, and they've got 3 Peloton bikes for those people who live in those apartments that are trading for $6,000 a square foot,
Right.
which is great for those people. We also want up and down the socioeconomic strata people to access Peloton bikes. So we're excited to start giving the bikes to low-income housing and giving them the content so it's free on all accounts, so that everyone can start to access and get fit and get these motivating classes that are more fun and more effective. And in a lot of ways, some of the lower income demographics and communities need fitness more than other communities. So we're real excited about that.
People who are involved in all different kinds of fitness, what would you say the most significant benefits of cycling in this form are? And I know that there are different degrees. And by the way, when you look at the screen, it has how fast you're going, the level of resistance, what your heart, there's a lot of things going on there. So.
Yeah, I mean, to your point, it's much more than, at Peloton, we never talk about weight loss. We never talk about hard body. We talk about healthy living. And to your point, you're getting much more than fitness. You're getting your endorphins. You're a better version of yourself. You're happier. Your mental health is better when you're working out on a regular basis. Your career is doing better. It is it's great for you in all kinds of ways. We talk about if you ride Peloton in the morning, you're going to be a better version of yourself for the rest of the day. And if we can allow you to access those endorphins and have that energy and be happier, we're not delivering fitness, we're delivering happiness in a sense, which you subscribe to it. I know you're a very fit guy. And you know that if you go a couple days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days without working out, you're a little lethargic, you're a little grumpier, you're not your best version of yourself. So for us to provide that access to great fitness anytime you want it, from the convenience of your own home, we're excited about the category.
Well, John Foley had a fascinating idea, and he had to sell it to a lot of people. And he's the co-founder and CEO of Peloton. Good stuff. Thank you so much for coming
Thank you, Steve. Awesome.
All right. Stay with us. We'll be right back right after this.
One-on-One with Steve Adubato has been a production of the Caucus Educational Corporation, celebrating over 25 years of broadcast excellence. This special edition of One-on-One with Steve Adubato is brought to you from the Tisch WNET studios at Lincoln Center. Funding has been provided by
ShopRite Supermarkets,
the Fidelco Group, ADP, the Healthcare Foundation of New Jersey, University Hospital, Newark, New Jersey, the Russell Berry Foundation, and by NJIT. Transportation provided by Airbrook Limousine, serving the metropolitan New York, New Jersey area.